Hey everyone, Biscuit again, and today we're going to be taking a look at the high-grade Universal Centric RGM-96X Jesta. This mobile suit is from the OVA series, Mobile Suit Gundam Unicorn, and for what is a 10-year-old kit, it's actually really good. You get a very nice array of accessories for the kit. Articulation could be a little bit better. The color accuracy is surprisingly really good, with only a couple of minor spots needing paint. And yeah, that's really about all I have to say for the introduction. Let's talk about this kit's overall aesthetics. This kit in general is very nice looking, with only a couple of spots actually needing paint. The rest of everything is stickers. You get 5 foil stickers for this kit, which are the head cameras, both front and back, and the beam rifle, which I don't have on hand. Here it is. You get 2 for either sight, and you get 1 more for the V on the crutch, which is a little bit upsetting that we get it on the foil sticker sheet because it is a little apparent. Even if you were to top coat it, which I have right here, this was top coated using a matte top coat, it still does stick out a little bit more, but it's not the worst thing in the world. Then as for painting you will need to do, all 4 of these black dots on the head, those will need to be painted black. These missiles, I guess, need to be painted white. And I believe that is just about everything. Oh yeah, there is a little sensor right here that needs to be painted green. And other than that, oh wait, no. Yellow for these little claw sections on the foot right here. And that's it for painting that. No, I lied, that's not it. These joint covers right here, those are molded in gray. They need to be the same kind of celestial gray, celestial blue. I don't really know what you would call that. Needs to be the same color as that. So overall, this thing is actually very color accurate. For what it doesn't have, it doesn't even really matter all that much. Now, as for stickers that you get, an actual sticker sheet this time, you get a ton of marking stickers, EFSF, and Anaheim Electronics all over the place. I believe that is the Londo Bell symbol as well, and you also get the unit's name. In case you're wondering what it looks like, I have my other one on hand right here. They don't look terrible. They could have looked better. This is how the instructions tells you to put them on the shield and everything, and on the back right here. Again, they don't look terrible. They could look a little bit better. So yeah, let's move on to the accessories that this thing comes with, because trust me, you do not want to miss them. For what is a 10-year-old kit, you get quite a bit in this thing. To begin with, you get 2 closed fists that have been on the kit throughout this review. If you don't like the shield at the angle that it's at, you can tear it off the backpack, tear this part off, and you get a little more of a closed down, folded up shield, which I'm assuming, from what I've seen on pictures anyway, is just supposed to go like that for when it's just standing. If you just don't want the shield in general, you have that option right here. You can pop this piece in right here, which is almost the exact same as this, just on the right side, and there you go. Now he doesn't have a shield. As for firepower this thing gets, you get a dedicated trigger finger hand for the beam rifle, which plugs in like so on a ball-jointed hand. And there you go. The beam rifle is actually a really nice design for a weapon, and I quite like it. If you don't want the beam rifle, you get 2 holding hands for either side, which can accommodate for this beam saber, which goes into the hand easily like so, and you can pop in a beam effect. Because this is a bit of an older kit, the beam effect is unfortunately a little bit short. It doesn't personally bother me, but it might bother some people. In case you were wondering, you do get 2 beam saber parts in this kit. You only need 1 though, which, yeah, is a little unfortunate. And in order to store the beam saber itself, you come over to the back of this arm right here, and it pops in just like so, with a beautiful snapping noise, which is a really clever way of weapon storage. And in case you want some more dynamic poses, you can tear off the other hand and accommodate for the open hands. Yep, you get closed fists and open expressive hands. This thing comes with a lot of premium features that a lot of modern high grades don't entirely come with. Some of them just come with fists and not even like trigger finger hands or anything. And there you go. You can get some very dynamic poses out of this thing, and for what it does do with poses is a little bit lackluster, which we'll get into right now. And as always, we will be doing the articulation from the head down. So the head is on a polycapped ball joint, so it can look up that far and look down that far, which is pretty good for something that only goes up and down. It will turn all the way around and move side to side ever so slightly. The shield can move forward and back like so right here. It can also swivel around right here. And it has a play cap right there, which allows it to bend forward for some really nice blocking poses. The shoulders are in a polycap that moves forward, so it goes forward that far, back about that far. The shoulders themselves have a very nice joint, both in the arm and the shoulders. So, whoops, they can raise up about that far, which is really good for a polycap that doesn't move up, but rather out. The arms will swivel all the way around, and they have a single jointed bend, which actually gets you a really nice bend. It is a little more than 90 degrees, but it's not terrible. It actually looks very natural, too. Wrists are on ball joints. For some reason, they are on polycapped wrists in here, but for some reason, mine on this kit are a little loose. Not so on my other Jesta, which is a little weird. The chest is made up of 2 polycap ball joints, so it can crunch forward and not that far, but backward really far. It cannot swivel all the way around unless you pull it up ever so slightly, but it does go around quite a bit, as much as you would need anyway. Front skirts are on ball joints. They can be separated. Side skirts move up and down and will swivel around. You get nothing at the back skirt. Hips can shift around in here. There we go. So legs can move up about that far, and they can move back about that far, which isn't a ton. You get a full swivel up here, and a double jointed bend, which unfortunately, oh no, never mind, that actually gets you quite a bit, which is pretty good for a kit from, what is it, yeah, 2011, 10, almost, it will be 12 years old quite soon. That's a pretty, no, not 12, 11, my bad. You have a ankle that moves up and back, and it will pivot on a ball joint ever so slightly. This piece does come out quite a bit. It's on a polycap. It does come out quite a bit, so you may want to glue that. That will not affect the articulation in any way. It just pops out quite a bit. So yeah, the articulation on this thing is very nice, and I really enjoy the amount of poses you can get. It is a little weak in some areas, such as the knee bend. It could be a little bit better, same with the arm bend, but everything else is pretty nice. Yeah, let's move on to some of my final thoughts about this kit. So, final thoughts on the Jesta. It's good. I think it's a really good kit. Color inaccuracy is not the worst thing ever. I've seen kits that are a lot worse. It looks very nice, it poses really great, it feels great in the hands, comes with a lot of great accessories. The only downside I could really think about it is the price. I got mine for $22 US. I don't know what the retail price is, but if I had to assume, it might be something like 16,000, 17,000 yen. I don't know. But if you live in the US, Hobby Lobby usually has these in stock. Wait till they have the 40% off box model sales, and you can just get a ton of these. And it's a really good kit. I'm definitely going to be buying more. Yeah, I love it. I highly recommend it to anyone who's a fan of the Jesta, or just looking for a great gym-like kit. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want more content like this, and I will see you guys in the next review.